So on October 27th in Cambria Heights, a 44-year-old man named Dwayne Gaddy ran after a bus. When it stopped, he climbed on the bus with a pistol in his right hand and told the bus driver that, with the gun pointed at him, that he was going to have to help him because he thinks groups of people are following him trying to kill him. At that point, the bus driver hit the doors open and everybody on the bus ran for their lives. Now, the bus driver was stuck because Dwayne Gaddy was standing between him and the door, so he was blocked. He wasn't going anywhere. Mr. Gaddy, waving the gun, convinced him to get this bus moving, and the bus started rolling forward, at which time the bus driver fled for his life in the only way he could, by jumping out the side window. At that time, Mr. Gaddy jumped into the driver's seat, drove several blocks before crashing into a pole and being apprehended. When I was speaking to his attorney before the actual court appearance, his attorney made it clear that he thought that his client was going to die at Rikers. His client is very diminutive in stature.
You know that every month 1 or 2 people dies at Rikers Island, and he's just the kind of person that's gonna die at Rikers Island.
He is correct. We've never had as many inmates die in 1 year at Rikers as we have this year. He's a short little guy. He looks like he weighs maybe 120 pounds, sopping wet with a brick in his hand. You know, he's not a big, burly guy. And he's suffering from schizophrenia, which I'm sure does not make him the most pleasant cellmate.
1 in 5 Americans have been diagnosed with a mental illness. So you can imagine how any of us would feel if our mentally ill relative was housed at Rikers Island when they could be treated at home.
So he's saying in court that, number one, this is nothing new. His client is dealing with his schizophrenia for 12 years. 2, he even went to the hospital 2 weeks before this happened. And 3, it is clear to him, the defense attorney, that his client was delusional at the time that he took a busload of people hostage with a BB gun. You know, he's asking him for him not to be in jail, but for him to be home because he's worried that his client is going to be killed in prison. Like I said, I'm just watching this play out in front of me as a objective third party. And I'm thinking to myself, what about the public safety issue? This individual has just demonstrated that, and you have just said in court on the record that he's delusional at times, to the point where he thinks groups of people are following him trying to kill him. Paranoid schizophrenic. What about the public safety issue here? Because when he's home with his monitor on him, what's to stop him from walking out the front door? Nothing.
He never tried to hurt anybody or kidnap anybody or damage anything.
And I keep hearing that almost like the bar is being raised of what you can say or what you can claim while you're defending these individuals. I think this one made my top 10 reel. I don't see that he was threatening anyone. Watch the video. Do you think he was threatening anyone? So if you're interested in stories like this being told by the reporters at the New York Post, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of them. If you want to be updated on these stories the moment we put up this new content, go ahead and hit the notification bell. Thanks.